What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. Gibbon here today, and I'm playing some hardcore free-for-all. I've not played hardcore free-for-all for ages. Thought I would give it a little bit of a go. Just a little bit of an update for you as well. My current stats on hardcore free-for-all. I have 107 wins, 24 losses, and I've got a win-loss ratio of 4.46, and my KD's around about 1.8. So nothing fantastically brilliant, but for me, that's pretty good. A little bit of backstory to this first game. This is my first game in, so I'm using the M807 just because it's my warm-up gun. It's one that I like. I've got the Energen camo on it, I've got the ELO sight, I've got stock, and I have quick draw. And it's just my gun that I like to warm up with, so I do pretty well with it. And probably you should know that when I started this game, I was actually 10 kills down when I jumped into this game. So, spoiler alert, I win, obviously. Wouldn't bring it to you if I wasn't winning, and managed to do quite well, do alright in it in the end. It's not too bad for dropping into a game 10 kills down. Anyways, I'm actually using the Outrider, and I'm using Vision Pulse. I thought I'd just change it up a little bit and give it a bit of a go and just kind of see how that worked for me in this. I'm going to give kinetic armor a bit of a go as well. And I mean, the first thing that I've got to say is, man, it is good to be back playing free-for-all. It's good to be back where it's mano a mano, no bullshit, no crap, nothing, just you versus another player. And oh my god, how happy am I that double XP has finished and that the connection seems to be alright, although there is one funky section in this where the connection tends to go to shit a little bit, but just literally one time. But that's something that I can quite easily put up with in this game mode. But no, first game in, like I say, 10 down, and I managed to sneak the win. And when you'll see at the end, when I say sneak the win, I mean sneak the win. But yeah, the title of this video was Put Me Back in the Game, Coach, and that's because I've not played free-for-all for ages. I thought I would give it a bit of a go. I thought I would give it a try, and these two games that you see in the highlights from are my first two games playing hardcore free-for-all. And from a content maker point of view, where you think, right, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to do some games and see what I can do. Now, I'm not like your typical, who should we say, like Rocksteady or Grey Disciple or Optic Scumper by any stretch of the imagination, where you can just churn out beast gameplays, one after the other. Sometimes for somebody like me, you kind of have to sit down for a little while, and you might need to warm up a little bit first. It might take you a little while to get a couple of decent gameplays together where you think, oh, that'll actually work, or oh, that'll actually work quite well. And there's this little thing that happens with COD sometimes when you actually play the game, that it just tends to just go mental, and you just do really, really well in it. In the second game on Fringe, I'm exactly the same, Outrider, and I'm using Vision Pulse, but I'm using the Cuda, which is just, I don't know, I know they said that they nerfed it, but they've done nothing to that gun whatsoever at all. And also as well, look out for the guy that's using the Shiva, because he's shit, and I mean shit. So I've got the Cuda, I have got quick draw, I have got stock, and I have got extended mag on it as well, just because I like to run that extra on it, because sometimes, even though you're playing hardcore, just having the extra bullets does help, particularly if you get into a bit of a gunfight where you're going up against one after the other, or you stand a chance of getting a triple kill. It just gives you a better chance without having to reload and potentially costing you those kills. Score streaks in this, for whatever reason, I decided to use UAV, I decided to use Hater, and I decided to use Power Core. I've never used Power Core before, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to give it a bit of a go and see if it works. I get the Power Core. Doesn't really work very well for me because I put it in a ridiculous place and I get killed after it. You'll see, I get killed after I get it. There's loads of people stood there shooting it or going to it and shooting it. I probably should have put it under the bridge where you spawn near C flag if you're playing Domination. That's probably the place where I should have put it. Lesson learned, I will remember for next time. But I really have to stress, the Cuda does not seem to have changed one bit at all. It is still an absolute melt machine in hardcore. And I played some Safeguard with it as well, and I was melting with it in Safeguard. I was just like, oh my word, this is... I'm pretty sure that they nerfed this gun, but they don't seem to have done anything on it at all whatsoever. So, yeah, I was just really pleased that I managed to pull out these two gameplays, literally one after the other. So I'm playing in exactly the same lobby, and I dominate. There's just no two ways about it. I absolutely dominate is the best way of saying it. It just tends to turn out that way. Sometimes you have those types of games where it just tends to run really well from you, and it's one of those things that always seems to happen where you're getting stressed out with COD a little bit. And I was getting stressed out with COD over the weekend. I tried to pick it up a couple of times, and you know my opinion of playing on double XP weekends, and a couple of times the controller nearly ended up out of the window, and I nearly swore at the kids in the evangelical church just literally across the road from me. But luckily I managed to compose myself, I managed to calm down, and I managed to sort myself out, and these two gameplays just came up, and COD is back in my good graces again. Back in my good graces, dear boy. That is going to do it for this video, guys. I do hope you've enjoyed it. I thought I'd bring you some free-for-all back, and Gibbon does as Gibbon always does, and that's win. If you've liked the video, please don't forget to click the like button, and if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe. Peace.